Thank you very much. Warm crowd. When I was driving, I was thinking, oh, the climate is like this. How the crowd will be. Will they come? Then my subconscious mind saying, oh no, they all are leaders. After all, the rain going to stop there? No. Then I convinced myself that yes, the hall will be full. So as I convinced, yes, here the hall is full. Thanks for the opportunity. I want to thank the Chamber of Commerce who gave me the opportunity to share my story and what I've learned. And I'm pretty confident that you will take at least a couple of points in next 30 minutes. The reason why I started sharing my experience with all business owners and community leaders is the challenge I came across. I hate marketing. Because everyone wish, hey man, if someone comes to my office with a need, I can talk all day long and I can convert them into my clients. But I don't know how to bring them into my office. If you ask a salesperson, yes, he feels the same. I also felt the same. But I was cornered to get out of my comfort zone and pull my prospects to my door. I'm here to share that story. What made me to come out of my comfort zone? And how I figured it out. How I can get hold of the ideal clients. How I can bring them to my doorstep. That is what I'm here to share about. I started my company in India in 1998. I'm a process guy. I have masters in computer application. I am masters in business management. If you give me a process, business process, I will slash it, I will dice it, I will make sure that that process is executed every time with the expected result. So I started my service based on my strength, which is business processing. That is how I started my company in India. And I used to work as a subcontractor for the other outsourcing firms who execute in India. So they get the projects from here, they outsource to us. And one point of time I decided, okay, I need to go direct. Okay, how do I go direct? I've never traveled to the United States. I don't know people here. I don't know what they like. I don't know what they talk. I don't know anything. But I have to get a project from India. Because I made a decision to go direct, right? If I don't believe in my decision, then I cannot move forward. I decided to go pick the phone and call 30 prospects. I spent my time in identifying and qualifying them. I know that yes, I'm 200% pretty sure that they're qualified to be my customers. I made a phone call to each and every one, and I said, this is what I am, and you will be the first client if you give me an opportunity. And one client from San Antonio, he told, Arun, can I give a piece of advice? I said, oh yeah, bet, sure. Don't tell this to anyone. And I said, oh, why sir? Because no one wants to give an opportunity where you're going to learn through that opportunity. Then I said, oh, that is great, but I'm not going to change. I want you to know why. India, still, they don't treat you as a boss, they treat you as a king. When I go to India, I have a driver, right, who picks me from the airport, go home. What a life. When I go to office, oh boy, literally you are a king. Really, I don't have the king suit, but other than that, they treat you as a king. I told them. Means they don't see a boss as a boss, they see as a mentor. They see as a guru. If you give me an opportunity, I'm going to treat you as a king. Mainly the first opportunity, the guy who gave me an opportunity to get into the market, which I wanted to badly get into it. If you want to be treated as a king, you better give me an opportunity. That guy sold, Arun, you sold me. Next project is coming your way. So I got the next project. I was very successful. I maintained the relationship for 3 months and I asked, can you send me an invitation? At least I can come and visit you guys to see how you all look. So he was kind enough to give me an invitation. So I flew here. And I requested a reference from his boss, so he gave 5 friends, go and meet him, probably they may use it. I met them and I walked back with the 5 new clients. That is how my journey started. In 2006, I incorporated my office in United States. I moved with my family in 2007 to help my clients more. Because they ask, Arun, you do more, but we need you here, so you know what we need. I understand, so we moved. That is what my journey started. During this process, I identified a client in California who does medical document review for law firms, who do medical malpractice, personal injury, worker comp. Those kind of law firms will have thousands and thousands of medical records. Really, they don't want to review the medical records. Really, the lawyers want to know what is my smoking gun in those 1,000 pages. That's all I want. I said, okay, great, but there's a process. Reviewing the 1,000 pages and identifying the smoking gun is not an easy job. So I found that company who identified my talent in California. He says, Arun, you can do this. Can you summarize his medical documents and give back to us? I said, oh, sure, why not? So our journey started very strong with the client. One point of time, they owned 70% of my revenue. More the percentage they own me, each and every email from them, for me, is very important. Oh boy, they have the entire paycheck of me, of my employees. I better pay attention to them. They are growing, I was growing, our relationship was very, very strong. Until one day I received a call from the manager. He says, Arun, I have 2 news. One is bad, one is good. Which one you want first? I said, oh boy, okay, let me take the bad. He says, probably we may run out of business very soon. I said, after hearing this, what could be the good news? He says, you got 4 months. Oh, okay, so that is a real good news. That was a sleepless night for me. If that happened, more than 100 people have to lose their job. It's not about my business. I can always figure it out. New service, I can go get things done. But I hate to send 100 people home. I could not sleep on that day. Because that was the first situation like that I faced in my life. That day I realized, oh boy, don't invest everything in one single cup. You have to invest in multiple cups. I realized, but that is too late. So now I have to face what I have in front of me. That day I realized, man, we got to know how to sell. Otherwise we'll be screwed. Because if I want to replace that one wholesale account, I need to have 70 law firms, clients. To replace one, I sold to only one customer, right? They brought me 70 law firms worth. Now I have to sell to 70 law firms, and within 4 months span of time. I walked away from the office. That day was not a good day for me. I slept. Next day morning, my mother noticed some unusual activity. You are not normal, Arun. What is going on? And I explained this, and I told a friend, man, I'm afraid. I wanted to cry loud. Because all these employees who I taught, it's my family members. It's not about money, it's about 100 people losing job. With a smiling face, my mother told me, you didn't have this client a few years ago. You didn't have this company a few years ago. You can figure it out. Go, don't worry about it. Just go figure it out. Oh boy, I'm proud of her. I'm very proud of her now. Then I went to my office. I formed a 5 members team to manage the situation. I called for a meeting. I briefed, okay, we are in level 1, means, we are going to go out of business if we didn't figure it out. Then we have 4 months. I looked into my finance, maybe we can drag for another 15 more days. That's all, right? And the client indicated that the payment also may be delayed because they got stuck with a lot of other financial issues. So my payment is also not going to come regularly. So the one lesson I learned is don't depend on one major client. When I look into the bigger company strategy is, the best practice is don't depend on one client more than 7%. If they go beyond 7%, you better grow your company or let them go. If you want to be a peaceful. I did a research and I learned that, but it is too late. So I formed this 5 members team. Okay, man, this is what we need to do. So 1 week, we all read a book like crazy. A lot of books, a lot of blogs. Now we are B2C altogether. We used to be B2B, that business to business. But now we are B2C. We have to directly go and see our consumer. How do we do that? We have never done that. At that time, my company used to be Cap Digisoft, right? Cap Digisoft doesn't convey what I do. I do medical document review. When you say Cap Digisoft, this guy is a software developer, I know. That is the kind of impression I get. Then I realized now we have to launch a new brand. So we launched a new brand called Medical Legal Spider. That's very much related to my service. So we launched it. Now I have 4 different brands, but I'm not listing all the brands here. So when you visit my website, you can see. So I launched the brand, and I said I need a front office to talk and interact with the people. So I met a guy in Atlanta who used to be my client, and he consumed my service. He know how good we are and how committed we are. So he committed to came on the board. So I thought, oh boy, he's going to do marketing. The subconscious mind always says, you don't know marketing. You need somebody to do marketing. And he says, Arun, well, if somebody comes into the door, I can convert them. No worries. But I cannot bring people to the door. That is your job. I said, oh boy, again back to me. I didn't lose hope at all. Entrepreneurs never lose hope. They always figure it out. So what I did is I formed this 5 members team. I said, okay, let's go and find out the branding. The next we hired a call center. We bought a database, we hired a call center. You go and call, everyone call. 5 people calling everyone, 5 people calling everyone. 1 week gone, 2nd week gone, 0 response. What mistake we are making? We are calling. I know the clients need our service. Why they are not giving me an opportunity? Because I am a stranger to them. No one wants to do business with stranger. If you think, have you done any business with stranger in last 6 months or 12 months? Probably no. At least to reference you must have known him. So I realized that I am a stranger to all the law firms. And parallel I said, okay, that campaign is not working, let's start another campaign. So I sent bulk mails, thousands and thousands of mailers. First mailer go this week, second mailer go next week, third mailer go, 0 response. But we never gave up. And the 5-member team, the 5-member team, we meet every week, and we analyze what we did, how market reacted, what went wrong, and why we didn't get the results. I know that the message is correct. We know that the ideal clients are our clients, but the media we are using is not correct. Media is the problem. Then we say, let's go revisit again. Let us see, we are missing something big. Where we didn't pay attention. And one guy came and told me that, Arun, you know that all the law firms, the attorneys listed the email address on the website. 99% of the law firms, you will find the attorney's email address in the website. They have done it for a reason. We will respect that. Okay, so what it is, we can send an email. Because the other 2 channels, the gatekeeper were very strong. I'm not blaming them because each and every second and minute of my ideal clients are valuable. I respect them. But I need to know I have responsibility to reach them. They don't have responsibility to reach me. So we said, I asked him, how many emails you can get by tomorrow morning? He said 1,000. Oh, really? Okay, go and get it. Maybe I had 10% of faith on the 1,000 email address in a day. But next day morning, 9 o'clock, I received 1,000 email address. All the 1,000 validated exactly who need our service. Medical malpractice, personal injury, worker comp, those law firms. Okay, let's send an email to everyone. We sent an email, not blah, blah, blah email, just by asking, do you have any case required medical document service? We would like to help you. That's it. 2 lines, 3 lines. And 2 law firms raised their hands saying that, hey, we would like to learn more about you. That is what they saw a smile in my face. I said, oh, we figured it out something. So I saw light in the tunnel. Then 1 week, keep in mind, I had 100 employees at the time. I said, okay, I called for the meeting, all the 100 employees, your role changed. You all are in marketing division for next 1 week. Go visit city by city, read our websites. If that law is attorney need our service, go grab their information, qualify them. Then 1 week, guess what, how many members we build in our database? 40,000. What else I want? We came up with a strategy. We don't want to annoy them, but the same way we want to get their attention, right? So we came up with a strategy. We read a lot of best practices. We send a simple email. Do you have any case required medical services? We will be happy to help. Consistent percentage. Number game is 1,000 email, 2 response. 1,000 email, 3 response. 1,000 email, 4 response. It never increased. But I said, we are doing something wrong. We need to do something more. What we are missing? Then we came up with an idea of giving $250 coupon for them to try our service. Probably the first case could be free for them. Then our response rate went to 4%. Every week we gathered, we paid attention to the market reaction. How these 40,000 people reacting to our communication? Are they reading our email? Are they deleting our email? Are they unsubscribing our email? Keep in mind, they didn't ask us to receive email from us, we send it. We followed all the guideline without spamming them. Don't ask how, that is a secret. So we did it. So that kept going. That's it. I stopped working on the division. Right now we receive at least average 40 law firms raising their hand every month saying that I would like to try your service. And we support 850 law firms as of today. It was quite a challenging journey. Probably I didn't sleep half of the day within that 4 or 5 months, but I didn't achieve within 4.5 months, but I achieved in 6 months. And I patted my shoulder and I told my mom, you are right. And I said, I'm always right, son. So that made me to realize how I am passionate about marketing. That is what I realized, oh boy, I love this. I love this game. I love this game of messaging. I love this game of strategy. Then I started directseats.com. The websites sell all the event tickets. We sold millions dollars worth of tickets online. Then I started helpfindingmyagent.com, connecting home buyers and sellers with real estate agents. It's all no salesperson, only marketing strategy. People come to me. I don't go to them. I figured it out. Then I started, as more I share this information to my friends, they say, Arun, can you give me a strategy to me? I said, oh, sure, why not? We go for lunch. I grab a piece of paper. All right, this is your first step, second step, third step, fourth step. You go and do it. And they call me after 2 weeks. Arun, your strategy is great. Everyone in our organization love it. But we don't have the skill set and technology to do this. Can you do this for me? And I said, oh boy, I'm not prepared for that. I said, okay, give me some time. I consulted to 20 close friends businesses. Out of 28 people called me back, which is 40% is market demand. I validated, that is how I started marketing perfected. In this, since we are running out of time, really I wanted to talk about the main approach, what I've learned during this. And as soon as I started sharing, I wanted to share this information. I went and got certificate from John Maxwell because I should know how to talk, mainly how not to talk in front of people. So I love the journey. So I thank John Maxwell team for qualifying me, and I'm here because of them, I guess. The approach which I took is seeding, feeding, and branching process. No one does business in first meeting, then I'm sure you will not agree with me. Only 3% of the people does business in first meeting, and even that 3% is already know about your brand and or you before. But unfortunately, because of the sales target, we are looking for low-hanging fruits. We're exchanging business card and immediately we qualify whether this guy will be my client this week, next month. No, then go to the next person. Go to the next person. Go to the next person. No. We all are farmers, you like it or not. If you are in marketing, you all are farmers. You are farming 100 acres. But you cannot put a seed in all the 100 acres at a time. You can put only 10 acres at a time. That means you have to treat all the 10 acres differently. You seed the first 10 acres today, this week. After 2 weeks, you are seeding the next 10 acres. So you keep seeding it, right? But you cannot treat every 10 acres the same way. Each and every 10 acres need a different attention. That is what marketing is all about. When you seed your thought, a thought about your business existent to your ideal customers. You have to pick your ideal customer, that is the first step. Once you picked it, you put a thought on it, then you have to feed them. Feed them. Remember, we keep sending emails. Our unsubscription rate is not even 1%. Because my ideal customers know that they need our service, but they don't know when they need our service. So they retained my information. They used to forward last year email this year and say, hey, still can I get this to $250 coupon? So that is what interrupt. So the more the email they see from you, they believe they know you. Their subconscious mind is telling you, you know this guy, you know this guy, you know this guy. That is what the advertisement is all about. Without this advertisement, how do you know any brand? So if you know how to seed, how to feed consistently, you are great. The feeding, one quick formula, I have only 2 minutes. The feeding is the formula which I figured out is 70, 20 and 10. 70% of your communication should talk about your ideal customers, not about you or not about your service. 20% should talk about how successful you are, how you help others. Only the 10% should talk about how they can engage with you. What is a killer offer? If you follow 70, 20 and 10, if you have a setup to connect constantly with your ideal customers, no one could stop your growth. No one could stop your growth. Branching is very important one. When we check with our customers, why you are not referring us to any other law firm? I thought you were doing extremely well. You don't need any reference. I realized I didn't ask, so they don't know. Then when I did a research, 70% of the customers refer only when you ask. 20% they are not going to refer, irrespective of how many requests you do. The 10% refer without even you ask. But the 70%, so we introduced a referral scheme and 30% of reference gone up. So pay attention to your market, pay attention to your client reaction. That is what we did. So now what I do is I take this strategy, I consult businesses what strategy they need. For implementing, there is a lot of digital agencies across the street. A lot of people, but before even you begin implementing your digital steps, you need a strategy. That is what I do. I help business come up with a strategy and they can implement however they want to implement. So I know I could not cover more. Really, I want to cover these stages, seeding, feeding, and branching. I know I cannot cover within this span of time. So I'm offering a 2 hours of free workshop for business. If you're interested in growing your business, double and triple your revenue within 6 to 12 months, I'm offering that 2 to 3 hours of free workshop. Exactly talk about the seeding, feeding, and you have the paper in front of you. If you're interested, please sign that form. And also, I'm in the process of developing a software which will give you a marketing strategy. And you will get a free access for that software as well, because I know that I cannot go and consult that 50 million business owners out there. As a product developer, I'm a technology guy, I'm an angel investor, I'm a marketer, so it is a unique combination. So I want to make sure that I'm using the gift given by the God correctly so it can reach to many people. So I extracted my experience, came up with the formula. So my team is developing an application right now. We'll be releasing in a few weeks, and you will have an access. And you will be part of our beta team if you want. Then you ask a series of questions, and it will tell you what is the best way you can reach your customer. So I hope you're taking away a few important points you can apply in your business. I sincerely thank each and every one of you, and I good luck. And entrepreneurship is not about success, it's about experience and helping others. And I wish you good luck for all the leaders, and congratulations for the wonderful job to this Coppell Chamber of Commerce. Thank you very much.